Volvo Cars discontinued the second generation of the S60 in India last year, and though the wait for the new gen took quite too long, we now have this. This is the third generation of the Volvo S60 with a complete overhaul. It still might not be an attention magnet just about wherever you go, but its design is such that one can easily recognize it's a Volvo. That's also because the new design language is very much in line with the other Volvo models. If you've taken a look at its elder sibling, the larger S90 sedan, you will most certainly agree that this one looks like a smaller version of the same. Take a look at its front. With a two-part grille, these signature Thor hammer shaped DRLs and a protruding front. It's all a big step up from the old design and gives the S60 a fresh look. There are prominent lines all over, like the ridges on the bonnet, pronounced creases and all, to give it more character. Then the car rides on 18-inch alloy wheels which have an attractive pattern and give the car a striking appeal. Round at the back, new C-shaped split LED tail lights with LED signatures, a new bumper and twin exhaust ports complete the overall sporty yet mature look. Now, before we get to its on-road performance, let's get inside to take a look at all the changes. Its interior layout feels way better than its previous ones, which look cluttered with many buttons. This one is minimalistic with just one big nice touchscreen. Volvo is offering a choice of upholstery options including leather blonde or charcoal or maroon brown paired with a charcoal interior. Interestingly, the inlays can also be opted for in either linear lime or driftwood. The highlight is a metallic trim running along the dashboard, which is in contrast with the interior. One more thing worth mentioning is the generous use of leather on the dash and door pads. The space, comfort and quality is one of the best you can expect in this segment. All the touch points do not get any hard material, and in fact, it's of a high quality to give you a nice premium feel. Seat ergos are spot on as well. A perfect driver's position can be easily attained thanks to electrical adjustable seats with memory. It even gets a 4-way adjustable lumbar support, and these seats are quite supportive as they hug you in the right places. What's more, even the passenger seats are power adjustable, and your co-passenger will not hate you for having the utmost comfort only for yourself. Things in the second row are a bit different, owing to the fact that the ingress is low. You sit very low, and then getting in and out is always going to be a little problem. But then once inside, there's good enough of space inside. The backrest is nicely reclined and you have a good space of the view outside. That means you're going to be a happy occupant. Still, we recommend you stick to 2 occupants in these seats, as the third person will not be comfortable due to the high hump on the center floorboard due to the transmission tunnel. The black interior limits the sense of space inside, but then a large panoramic roof makes it feel like quite an airy place. Now, if you take a look at its boot space, it's a fairly large and deep 442-litre area which can house 2-3 bags quite easily. The only thing is you'll have to arrange it smartly, and you can pack in a whole bunch of your weekend luggage. What I've always admired Volvo for is that they load their cars with many features as standard, and this is quite commendable knowing many other manufacturers give these as optional extras. Let's take a look at the finer details then. The most prominent one that takes center stage is this large vertically oriented 9-inch touchscreen system nicely flanked by vertical air-con vents. It's nice to use with good feedback and a responsive system that supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's connected to an Harman Kardon sound system to take care of all your infotainment needs. Another update that owners will like is that the S60 now gets a fully digital 12.3-inch instrument panel. It displays a chunk load of data, and that too which is easy to read. Same goes for the main display. Other USPs include a panoramic sunroof, wireless smartphone charger, a 4-zone climate control system, amongst many others. Another interesting thing is this. This is a waterproof key in addition to the conventional remote key that you get with the car. Additionally, Volvo is also offering this. This orange one is a Care Key. Yeah, it is a car key, but then they call it a Care Key. What you can do is you can set a maximum speed to this car before handing this key over to your loved one. When it comes to safety, there's no doubt Volvo has always been on the forefront to come up with new tech. And this one is no less to be packed with a lot of safety equipment. It indeed is more feature-rich than its predecessor and now gets a plethora of advanced safety and driver assistance systems. Apart from the usual front and side airbags, TPMS, distance alert, reverse camera and park assist, it gets collision mitigation support and lane keeping aid as well. Then there's adaptive cruise control and even pilot assist, which provides a gentle steering support to keep the car in its lane. And if you still need more assurance, this sedan has already received the highest 5-star safety rating from Euro NCAP crash testing authorities. Volvo is offering the S60 as a single petrol-only option. And the engine we are talking about here is a 2-liter 4-cylinder unit mated to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. The T8 plug-in hybrid version is unlikely to be launched in our country in near future. What we get is the T4 Inscription trim powered by this 1969cc engine that pumps out 190 bhp of power and 300 Nm of torque. It is a silent engine, and not just now on the move, but even at startup or idling. You can hardly hear its noise. Only when the tachometer needle goes beyond the 3000 rpm mark is when you can hear the engine's whirring sound. But it will never get very prominent if you keep the revs below this mark. This is quite easy as there's loads of torque available even if you can cleanly rev through the power band till its 6000 rpm red line. Owners get the option of choosing between 4 driving modes. There's Eco, Comfort, Dynamic and Individual to suit your driving needs. This adjustable driving mode setting alters the throttle response, with it getting from comfortable to a sportier setting as you click these individual modes. The Eco mode, as the name suggests, shifts gears early and at low revs in favor of fuel efficiency. But then the throttle response gets sharper as you move from comfort to dynamic. The gear shifts even hold on for longer till the tacho needle crosses 4000 rpm. Here you can also feel some quick progress is being made. The gear shifts are quick and remain pretty seamless, not letting you feel any jerks. There's even the option of putting it in the manual mode and taking control. This is when you do feel the need of paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. These would have added to the fun and convenience. The S60 is also pretty impressive when it comes to ride and handling. We had seen the XC40 XUV getting Volvo's new scalable product architecture, which is the SPA platform, and that's what we have here as well. The car maker has replaced the older Ford-derived chassis for this new one. Its suspension is nicely tuned for our road conditions. The only thing one will have to be careful is over tall speed breakers and deeper potholes. But then that's something one will any which way have to be cautious with a car with such a long wheelbase. Otherwise, it does a commendable job of isolating the occupants from the road undulations and noises in the cabin. Even the jolts are absorbed well, and never did we have any problems while traversing broken road sections and diversions. Just about a little less than 3 turns lock to lock aren't bad for this lengthy sedan, and it's very quick, so parking and going about in the city isn't a hassle. The steering is quite communicative too and well weighted. It plays an important role in keeping the driver engaged and have fun even when pushing the car hard around bends or corners. It remains planted and makes the driving experience enjoyable and yet secure thanks to the sticky tires and confidence-inspiring brakes. This is a great automobile to have. It's a fast sedan, quite practical, good to drive, packed with many features, and has got your back with all its safety tech. The Volvo S60 will also match its rivals in pace, practicality, everyday usability, and also those weekend drives. The latter will not just be fun in the S60 but fast and comfortable ones too. What's its price, you may ask? Well, we'll all have to wait until next year till its official pricing is announced. Still, to give you an idea, we expect the sedan to be slotted in the 35 to 40 lakh rupees price bracket. If they manage to undercut its rivals, it most certainly can be a lucrative option for prospective buyers to consider. It will go up against the BMW 3 Series, Mercedes-Benz C-Class, the upcoming Audi A4 facelift, and even the Jaguar XE when launched. Still, if the question is, would I choose this one over its German equivalents? Well, I think I most probably will.